that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Edge the way. Yes, it is.
Hello and welcome to Oman Cricket Academy, and you're watching live scenes here for the Oman D10 powered by Dafa News, and cracker of a contest we have for you this evening. It's going to be the IAS Invincibles taking on Royal Oman Stallions, and what a big event this is going to be in the whole scheme of things to qualify for the top two, because IAS Invincibles have just a game remaining and looking to break into that final if they win. And on the other hand, Royal Oman Stallions want to put a foot in the door of the contention in that final. And without wasting much time, the most important thing is the conditions, and we have Mudassir Ali, or Pranav Mehta, I beg your pardon. Pranav Mehta will probably tell you about the pitch.
To a story, there are two sides to a coin and two important factors in a game of cricket. Before we talk about the bat in hand, let's talk about the ball in hand, and that's where the wicket is going to be very important. When you get closer to it, you already realize that this wicket has been overused and that ample amount of grass lay has gone. It is very hard, but as the dusk is in position, I think you will have an important role to play, and that's where you want to be bowling spinners a lot, because these cracks which are just starting to build up will have an important role to play. With dew coming into picture, most importantly, there will be a little bit of spongy bounce. There is going to be sharp turn, and that's where bowlers will have a little bit of an advantage. But then it's a game of cricket, it's a game of batters, and that's where, as a batsman, what you want to be doing is batting and batting well. And if you look at the good length area, it's pretty hard and firm. What that means is stroke play is going to be very easy to make. Most importantly, as a batter, if you're batting from the Oman tail side, the offside is almost around 55 meters. That means that boundary is what you want to target, and especially if you're a left-hander, donk it on the leg side. Half a hit is going to be clearing it. Important factor is the wind. It is going to be assisting you, and that's where half a hit is enough, and you want to take your chances in this game of 10 overs. As a captain, it's a no-brainer. You win the toss, use your left-handers to your advantage, bat first, win the game with domination.
Well, getting his facts absolutely spot on here, Pranav Mehta, and looking sharp in that grey waistcoat though. And a few more people he would be wanting to put impressions on are the two captains of the sides, because the all-important toss is up next.
It's the business end of the Oman D10, and that's where this toss is going to be an important factor. At the toss, alongside me, Karan Sonavle of Royal Oman Stallions. IAS Invincibles is led by Savindu Pereira and Mr. Gopakumar to make sure everything is spot on. Karan is going to be flipping the coin. Head is the call. Head it is. Savindu, what would you like to do and why?
So we're gonna bowl first because it's a. So I think we have good enough fast bowlers and we have good enough bowling options. That's why we're gonna go bowl first.
Talk us about the points table. You're right at the top, but this win is important for you, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So we have enough confidence because we are at top of the table, but we are not let down any other team because we have to give fight each other. They also come to fight with us, so we hope to give good fight with them.
Talk us about the team.
We're gonna go with the same team. Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Karan, toss not on your side. They're going to be bowling first. What would you have done?
Doesn't matter now because we have lost the toss. We will win the match for sure.
You're at number 3 and this is a must win for you. What are the thoughts in your process?
It's just that put maximum runs on the board. Yes, it is important game for us. So our batting lineup is really good. They are scoring runs at top number 4 batsman till number 4. So we'll try to put on maximum runs on the board. That's our plan.
And it's been a mixed tournament for you. Some games you've been a dominating factor, the side to watch out. On the other days, it's a day to forget. What type of Royal Oman Stallions do we expect today?
Yes, we are going to be all guns glazing, like the commentators say. Yes, we will try our best to win the match, and we're going to play a good game today.
Any team news?
No, we are going to be same.
Good luck, Karan.
Yes, thank you.
The news from the centre is Savindu Perera, the captain of IAS Invincibles, has decided to bowl first, winning the toss.
Right then, and they'll be looking to certainly make good progress here in that power play period, because looking to bat first and putting up runs on board will always be helpful, especially on conditions such as this. Under lights, you would want Alevur Anshuman Guru Prasanna to get off to a big flyer, and then Shah Rukh Khan is an attacking opener to give him company. Karan Sonavle, Yashas GL, Junaid Ahmed, Karthik has been impressive. Ved Prakash Jaiswal is also an exciting talent. Mohammad Sharfuddin is having a tournament of his life at the moment, and so is Mohammad Saad Bagar. Farmanullah, very quick with that new ball, and then Sagar Parmar, who will not allow the quicker bowlers to use the new ball because he is going to be opening the bowling attack. As far as IAS are considered, Mehran Khan and Usama Akil are explosive openers. Savindu, the captain, Pasindu Madhav, the all-rounder, Abdul Rauf Ataullah provides some solidity to that middle order. Anisur Rahman, Shehzad Rahim has made a difference in this side, and so is the presence of Muzahir Raza. Plenty of firepower in that belly of his. Yasir Dur Mohammed is a dynamic performer, and Mohammad Imran, nobody needs no introduction at the moment. Rana Singhe Patrange is a useful cricketer in that side, and one of the more solid sides worthy of a spot in the finals will be certainly up against a very spirited Royal Oman Stallions, who are looking to create a few upsets here. And as far as the points table go, IAS Invincibles are leading the pack with 6 points, and they are followed by Majis Titans with another 6 points. Royal Oman Stallions with a couple of points, couple of games as a matter of fact in hand, works away towards the onside. And then the rest of the teams also follow with 4, 2 and 0, with Muscat Thunderers at the bottom. Joining me in the comm box is Mudassir Ali Qureshi, looking very vibrant and racy at the moment.
Good evening, Amin. Final couple of days. Excitement building up here at Oman Cricket Academy. Stable toppers versus the team who dominated the table but just came to the third position yesterday. In a must-win situation for both the sides. 5 Invincibles, if they win this game, for sure they'll make it to the finals. Shehzad Rahim with the new ball.
Just punches it off the back foot. And yes, of course, that's the sort of a campaign, yeah, and that is why this tournament is really exciting, because IAS Invincibles have done nothing wrong. They played 4 games, lost only 1. So they've not done anything wrong as of now, and it would be really disheartening to see them not qualify to the finals courtesy this particular game, because Royal Oman Stallions have a couple of games in hand.
I mean, also I feel they have got what they want, because they looked a good side when it comes to chase the total. The likes of Osama Akhil, Mehran Khan, he came to the party. Muzahir Raza getting those runs, Savindu, Patranage, as well as Abdul Rauf. Now it's up to the bowlers to keep them under 90 or 80, because under the lights for sure there will be some turn. A quick single has been taken. Excellent running between these two.
Just having a look at that Super League points table, and certainly a very juicy and exciting figures over here. IAS Invincibles on 6, Majis Titans on 6, IAS up only because of a positive and a very good net run rate, but Royal Oman Stallions has an even more better net run rate. So a win over here and in the next game against Yalla Shabab Giants, they will certainly look to make a difference and head to the top of the table. So if IAS Invincible lose this game, they need to also ensure that they put up a good show. On the other hand, Majis Titans, if they win, they are certainly in the finals. So it's just hotting up out there. Renaissance Challengers cannot be discounted as well. They've got a game in hand and they've got 6. They will get to 6 if they win one. Yalla Shabab Giants and Muscat Thunderers certainly not looking anywhere near, apart from Yalla Shabab Giants, because they've got a couple of games in hand as well. But then that points on which they are on currently. Oh, up goes the finger. Shehzad making big strides here in Oman D10. IAS Invincibles are certainly looking treacherous at the moment. It's the left-hander Shah Rukh Khan who has to depart.
First blow. The first wicket for IAS Invincibles and the first blow for Royal Oman Stallions. Shehzad Rahim, what an over. A tight over. The pressure was mounting on Shah Rukh to go big, misses the line completely. First casualty for Stallions, 5 on board, they have lost Shah Rukh Khan. First over done and dusted. What a start for IAS Invincibles, boundaryless over and the top of that wicket. Now it's Mohammad Imran, the premier fast bowler of IAS Invincibles, getting ready to bowl that second over. There's a change in the field. There's a deep third and extra cover. Was asked to come inside the 30-yard circle and square leg has been pushed back on the boundary. Guru Prasanna and Sonavle out there in the middle.
This one's towards the covers. He just guided it towards that region. Rally, and they'll only look to take a single. Interesting here, because there's certainly 2 runs were on, but is it because Karan Sonavle is looking to launch big in this over? It's only the second over in the power play, and against Mohammad Imran, you would probably want Karan Sonavle to, farm most of the strikes so that he can look to take advantage.
Bit surprised because Anshuman Guru Prasanna, he is in good form. He got runs against Imran, but denying that second run, Karan Sonavle, he's on strike. Let it go, way outside the off stump. A wide has been called, but what is Super League games we are witnessing? I mean, tomorrow is the final, but still no confirmation which 2 teams are going to make into that final. Though IAS Invincibles at the top of the table, but if they lose this game, they'll come down to number 3 and they need to wait for the other results to go in their favor.
Driven, and what a cracking shot this one is. It's a good boundary, so probably proving the tactics right here. Karan Sonavle at the moment backing himself to go up against the big name of Mohammad Imran.
Beautifully managed. Look at that, leaning on that front foot and waited for that ball to come onto his blade. Perfect timing and placement from Karan Sonavle. First boundary for Sonavle and first boundary for Royal Oman Stallions.
Certainly picked up the length very, very well, Karan Sonavle, with that good bat flow that he has. He's always going to be looking to score big. Shot outside the off stump. It's going to be given a wide, and Mohammad Imran will have a few glances exchanged with the umpire. Have a look at that. Very close.
And what a polite gesture between Imran and Vikas to signal the umpire. Asking why, he said because it was way outside the off stump. So an extra. This has been the problem, especially for the last couple of matches for Imran, leaking runs. But yesterday he bowled well. The first over was a maiden over for Imran.
Looking to charge down the track. Quick single is on the cards. And that's experience for you. Got in a boundary and then that one extra delivery. All he wants to do is just play it with soft hands and ensure that the strike is rotated, because now the rest of the half of the over can be given to Anshuman Prasanna to express himself freely.
I played 3 deliveries. Now it's your chance. You need to face the next 3. That is how you complement each other.
Looks to chase it outside the off stump, and a nothing shot.
So much at stake in this game. And we can see that nervousness, not only for the batters but also for the bowlers as well. Imran not getting his line and length as of now, not targeting the stumps. Usually he used to target the stumps with the new ball, but now keeping it away from Anshuman.
Much better. Targeting the stumps. Will look to rotate strike. Oh, it's been a brilliant effort in the field. Takes a shot at the stumps and literally knocks that middle one over. One more delivery remaining. He's gone for 9, so not very effective at the moment. Mohammad Imran. Can he look to bowl the last delivery in his favour?
What a pick up and throw from Mehran Khan, bullseye, but basics are right for Anshuman. Sliding the bat, the right time. Field remains the same for Karan Sonavle, long off and extra cover.
Full and worked away towards the onside. It's a good boundary for Karan Sonavle to end the over, and he's looking to strike very, very well at the moment. The timing, pristine. Have a look at that. Watched it come onto his pads very late, and all he had to do was use his wrists. Coming down hard, and that's all he needed for a boundary. Good end to the over. As many as 13 from this Imran over, 18 for one Royal Oman Stallions. A wicket in his first, and he'll get another one, so he'll be spent for the night, Shehzad. And Anshuman Prasanna looks to go the aerial route. He'll be looking to live very, very dangerously if he continues to keep doing that, not looking as explosive as he normally is.
A big match, pressure. It's always, it will be there. He's a young boy who got runs. But what matters is his performance in this game. Can he get those runs for his side? Shahzad Rahim to his second over, driven nicely by Karan Sonavle. But the problem has been the likes of Mohammad Imran going for plenty of runs in that first over. Plenty of options. We talk about the bowling lineup for IAS, the likes of Mehran, Madhava, Patranage, Yasir Dur, Uzahid Raza.
And what's made them so effective in this tournament is that they've got bowlers for every situation. When the going gets tough and when you have not quite a lot to defend, you always can turn around to look at the likes of Yasir Dur and Mehran Khan, who's been quite a revelation. Works away towards the onside, only a single. And then when you're looking to make inroads in that power play period, you always have Shehzad Rahim and Mohammad Imran. The middle overs can be worked out between the slower bowlers in the form of Pasindu, and then maybe even Savindu steps up sometimes. Yasir Dur, very important in those middle overs. And then when you need that X factor, you have Muzahir Raza.
Absolutely. I mean, last night you missed that. The way he got those remaining runs alongside him was Patranage. He batted beautifully, got those out boundaries, rotated the strike. He came in and straight away he was busy taking singles. Muzahir Raza.
Works away towards the onside. Is a very quiet over that Shehzad Rahim has managed to bowl, as he bowls himself out now, out of the game, and good figures here. Pretty much done his job for the night. 11 for 1 Shehzad and 24 for the loss of 1 wicket Royal Oman Stallions. Pasindu will be given the ball in hand in order to make a difference so that he can make a breakthrough, because Karan Sonavli is looking dangerous. Anshuman Prasanna can be dangerous. So overall, Royal Oman Stallions is dangerous, especially in the middle overs, because they look to score quickly.
Absolutely. These two right-hand batters, they take their own time, but they know when to unleash the power. But the best thing happened to IAS Invincibles in this tournament is after a couple of matches, they asked Mehran Khan, in fact, they relieved Mehran Khan from the duties of captaincy and Savindu taking the charge and doing the wonders, and that gave Mehran Khan to express himself. No added responsibility of leading the side. Now he is getting those runs, getting those wickets. What a turn, beautifully bowled. Gopakumar says not out. He's struggling, Anshuman.
Oh yes, looking to score quickly, and now that the dot balls are increasing in number, the pressure mounting on this young lad. He'll have to keep his cool, keep his head down and grind it out. Doesn't take too long for a batter to get in the mix of things here. At the moment, not bad. It's 8 of 10. Yes, he's wasted a few deliveries, courtesy some dot balls, courtesy being beaten outside the off. But once again, it's that sort of a format where you can get back in the game, get back in the mix of things in a short span of time. Once again, looking to sweep it outside the off stump.
I like the way he's bowling, keeping it away from young Anshuman, getting some turn. Good keeping by Abdul Rauf, the experienced Rauf behind the stumps for Invincibles.
In the air and just towards the right of the fielder at point. Imran Ali will just look to return it. So very quiet over, just one more delivery remaining.
Not able to express themselves. Both the batters, they are Clearly not able to find those free-flowing runs down the leg. An extra will be added to the total.
Yeah, he's bowled a good over so far, and now with this extra, he runs the risk of, getting a boundary hit against him, because Karan Sonavle will certainly look to try that. He's been eyeing that cow corner region. Decides to just play it out, pushing it towards the offside. Only a single, so he'll keep strike in the next 4 overs gone. 28 for 1, Royal Oman Stallions. When you need wickets, you need to get Mehran Khan into the attack, and that's what IAS Invincibles are doing at the moment. And he's in here because Karan Sonavle still exists out there in the middle, and he's looking to play quickly. 9 ball 14. He's been a silent spectator on the non-strikers end as Anshuman Prasanna is struggling. Down the ground, a fielder there, and he'll look to take that quick single.
Runs are not coming, and in between these two batters opting to take the floating power play, and if they cannot get those runs, and if they don't capitalize on this over, they are in trouble. Anshuman against Mehran.
In the air, and should be the end of misery for Anshuman Prasanna. He was taking too long to score quick. He was taking too long to get a few boundaries and holding out to Muzair Raza. Mehran Khan makes a breakthrough. It's the second wicket down for Royal Oman Stallions.
He struggled with the timing, clearly not able to read the surface. Nicely bowled, keeping it away from Anshuman, and calm and composed under the ball was Muzahir Raza. Mehran celebrates. The player of the match from the previous game for IAS Invincibles, Mehran Khan, strikes for the first time. 29 for the loss of 2.
Mehran Khan has made a breakthrough. Anshuman Prasanna back in the hut. He's been impressive all throughout this tournament, but tonight just lacking a little bit of effort, and he's a champion of a lad, so he'll certainly look to get back and make his methods to come back in the next game. And this is what wickets do. They look to break your back, and IAS Invincibles at the moment have quite a few wicket takers. in the form of Mehran Khan primarily, and then of course there are the others. There's Muzahir Raza, there's Savindu. They'll always look to make inroads. Imran still has an over up his sleeve.
Losing his run up, but what an over in progress. 3 balls, couple of runs, a wicket to his name. The fielding has been superb, so is the bowling. Toss playing a crucial role for the last couple of days here. Teams opting to bowl first. Way down the leg. What a collection by Abdul Rauf. Brilliant.
Well, the idea is right. The idea is that he's looking to force the batters to play that pull shot. There is a deep square leg. As a matter of fact, there is no deep square leg, so probably erring in line, this delivery. But a packed offside field. Back of the hand delivery dealt with severely. Karan Sonavle has struck that very, very well. It's nearly second tier or third tier stuff here from this captain of Royal Oman Stallions.
Runs are hard to come, but what a confident looking shot. Controlled aggression from Karan Sonavle so far. Slight error, a bit fuller and rightly punished. A maximum, a much needed maximum from the blade of Karan Sonavle. Run rate still under 8 runs per over. Bowling his first over, Mehran got rid of Anshuman Guru Prasanna. But he's batting beautifully. Karan Sonavle, 11 balls, 21 runs, got couple of maximums.
Oh yes, and he'll certainly look to get more from here onwards. 21 is just not enough, but then look at the beauty of the game at the moment. The moment you hit a 6 and then the moment you've got boundaries and back-to-back overs, all of a sudden that run rate now goes up to 8. Not good enough, but those stocks are rising at the moment. Every over the scoring gets better and better, and you can see that they're already in that mid-crisis conversation. It's a round table conversation or a conference happening between all the big guns of IAS Invincibles, and now they decide Savindu as well as Pasandu should join it as well.
And those two lads, they are having a completely different conversation, Savindu and Patranage, wherein Muzahir Raza and Abdul Rauf talking about what should be done next. Karan Sonavle, he holds the key for Royal Oman Stallions. There's a very good chance for IAS Invincibles to make into the finals. A team who struggled in D20, who won couple of games, they were not in control, did not play as a unit in D20, but in D10, showing some resilience, complete team effort we have witnessed from IAS Invincibles.
And largely owing to the kind of characters they have in the team, all of a sudden with the way they are just going about their business, everyone just stepping up to the plate and showcasing that they are a talented bunch of individuals, and when they come and play together, it will certainly be an interesting effort by this red run machines at the moment. Still a few plugs to fill, and look at that field here. You've got 4 fielders on the leg side, nobody on the boundaries, just one person at extra cover at the boundary. Shuffling across, and the umpire will say that that's not going to be a wide.
Mind games. No protection towards that leg side boundary, though Karan Sonavle got a maximum towards that long on. New tactics by Mehran. That was the reason there was an early shuffle by Karan Sonavle moving towards that off stick. Brilliantly bowled. Oh, what a comeback, but a wide has been called. Gopa Kumar opening his arm. Mehran Khan says, should have been a legal delivery.
Yeah, most of the times the bowlers will complain for wides. They will still whine about it. In fact, they'll whine about it all the way till his run up. But he very well knows what's happening here.
I mean, why do you want to take a field where the batsman is very strong towards the leg side and you're making an error trying to bowl way outside the off stump?
Well, the initial idea is to keep that deep fielder in play, and the second idea is that if you really want to have all those fielders up in the circle on the leg side, you want to keep the batter quiet and not rotate the singles. At the halfway stage, and Royal Oman Stallions are 39 for the loss of 2, hanging in there.
Good spread out field for Yasir Dur. Two players in the circle behind square on the offside. A cover, a shot fine. And tonged on the leg side, doesn't matter. The field is out of the equation because Karan Sonavli, the class of Karan Sonavli has come to the party at the Oman Cricket Academy. Back off length and punished is Yasir Dur. Joining me in the combox, Jamil Zaidi, what a welcome to you.
Absolutely brilliant. Love to see Karan Sonavli playing his superb knock. He's not leaving any match without playing his beautiful knock. This time he played it over to the mid-wicket for the maximum. Most prolific run getter in this T10, I believe one of them is Karan Sonavli. Couple of 50s to his name, and always coming at a time when the team requires him to get some early runs, and he's doing that one.
It's a must win for the Stallions. They would want to be invincible against a team that is titled invincible.
Absolutely. Outstanding performance from IAS Invincible. But now, I mean, they have regrouped themselves in the last couple of matches, winning the matches. Team combination is absolutely perfect. Changes are absolutely perfect. Fielding is also up to the mark. So great comeback by them.
47 for the loss of 2. They want to get somewhere close to 100. And then they have the bowling lineup to defend it. But then when you're talking about IAS Invincibles, they are a very unpredictable side. Big shot straight down the ground. Fielder in effect. He drops it. Pasendu, one of the better fielders in the IAS ranks, is going to be dropping a very important catch. It was the catch of Karan Sonavli. How expensive is it going to be?
Absolutely. It was not a very difficult catch, just straight into the hands and popped up. Very, very important for somebody to get out Karan Sonavli. This time beautifully bowled. Yasir Dur is always getting wickets per now whenever he's bowling. Unfortunate not to get the pride wicket of Karan Sonavli in this over.
What can they do to make a match out of this at the moment? IAS Invincibles, they're playing second fiddle because Karan Sonavli is dominating the affairs. They need that wicket. They've lost that opportunity. Big appeal. Finger goes up. You get the wicket of Karan Sonavli, yes or no? Doesn't matter. But Junaid Ahmed, the prolific Junaid Ahmed, walks back to the dugout because Yasir Dur has struck him straight in front of the stumps.
He is one of the brilliant all-rounders from IAS. Look at that one, right plumb in the wicket. So he always there, get the wicket on the very first over, end of over number 6. Miran Khan will continue to bowl the second over. He got a very prized wicket of Anshuman Prasanna, one of the prolific run getters of this tournament for his side, Royal Stallions. And in comes Karthik, another brilliant batter.
He did dedicate his Man of the Match award to us yesterday, Jamil Bhai, you and me. Big swing out of the arc of Karan Sonavle, and it's going to be required to be rebowled. Mehran Khan is not really happy. Never is a bowler who's bowling on song and wants to get away with everything.
First, thank you, Mehran. Panna, what you do is to tell the reality what is happening in the ground. And we always like any bowler getting wickets, batter scoring runs, fielder getting great catches.
Outside edge, and this ball is flying towards that wide third boundary. It's only going to be a single though. Oh, he's taken it very positively. He's a sports person, absolute sportsman. And that's where what he suggested is that a little bit of good quality criticism is so important in the development of sports, and that's where he was very open to the fact that whatever criticizing that Jamil Bhai offers me is a step more for me to grow. And that's a true sign of a sports person. Right in the block hole, driven well. Sweeper cover, will keep it down to a single only.
Not only these times, whenever I was in the national team, I always trying to make him understand he's such a destructive all-rounder. But now, only thing that he has to have some patience in his mind. And once he gets that on, I'm telling you, he smashed every bowler.
In the air, over third, and this is travelling quickly towards the boundary, and this is going to be a valuable boundary. Karan Sonavle riding a little bit on his luck. Things working for Royal Oman Stallions all of a sudden.
Runs are coming outside the off stump from the top edge of the bat over to the third man. Very, very pleasant personality. Mehran Khan always smiling. That's the quality of him.
Seven runs of this over. Still half the over to go. They're looking to take domination on Mehran Khan here. Big in swinger sliding down the leg. Make it 8 runs of 3 deliveries.
The problem with that, I think, once he tries to swing the ball, he loses the grip on the ball. Possibly, I feel, from here on. That's why he's going outside the leg stump or outside the off stump. Way away.
What I really feel that Jamil Bhai, with the kind of experience that you have, you should be talking to the players a little more and probably giving in your advices. Fielder in the deep. And Muzahir Raza, the sliding Muzahir Raza, so close to the boundary rope. I think he's done decently well to keep it down to a single.
Well, it's going to be a very crunch game, I believe, from here on. Very important for both the teams, especially Royal Stallions.
It is a game of life and death at the moment. That's the best way I can put it, right in the block hole. And Karthik is looking for the second. Not interested is Karan Sonavle, and that's where it's only going to be a single, but I think it was 2 on.
The run machine for Royal Stallions, Karan Sonavle. Heavy responsibility on his shoulders.
They need a boundary here. Inside part of the bat, and this is only going to be a single to deep mid wicket. So an expensive over from Mehran Khan comes to an end. 7 overs done, 59 for the loss of 3. It's time for some left arm spin for IAS Invincibles. Going with a very defensive mindset is Pasendu. Looking for 3 fielders on the offside. Oh, it's given. Karthik, for a moment, would have been in the belief that he's made it. Looking at the leg umpire, and what the umpire at the striker's end suggests that he's not made the ground, and that's where Karthik is devastated. He's still standing there. What a moment. What a moment in this game. A game that was going in balance suddenly tilts towards IAS Invincibles because Karthik has been declared run out. And all of a sudden, Royal Oman Stallions that were cruising on the back of Karan Sonavle will be pulled back because he's ran out of partner. An important partner, a very good striker of the cricket ball. 59 for the loss of 4.
Very, very important wicket. Karthik got run out. And once again, IAS Invincibles back into the game. Pasendu is trying to bowl outside the off stump. Not to give too much width to the batter.
They needed a wicket. They've got a wicket. Sharfuddin comes to the middle. Reverse sweep from Karan Sonavle. He's a good striker of the cricket ball. Just not good enough to... Oh, there's a run-out opportunity once again. This time it's not going to be in favor of IAS Invincibles. He was struggling for a moment of time. Karan Sonavle, 3 runs and doesn't look very easy, Karan Sonavle.
Ran for his life for the third one.
And
But
do not
anyhow,
forget he's coming out of an injury. Look at him walking really slow, as if he's in some kind of pain. Sharfuddin rushing towards him. Is he okay? Two runs for Karan Sonavle. Looking for a big shot, not able to connect on this occasion. It's a no-brainer that this wicket is offering some turn.
he's very intelligent bowler, Pasendu. Always I saw him trying to bowl the same area, a slight turn in it, where batter had no time, no width for the batter to even cut that one. It came so quickly. Very, very good bowling from him.
I think it was a great idea to be playing reverse sweep right in the block hole, and this is going to be a single. Doesn't look very easy in the middle. Karan Sonavle could be fatigue. He's been around for 24 deliveries. He's worked hard for those 40 runs.
Always getting runs, and how effortless maximums he used to play or hit. It is absolutely brilliant to see.
A man who is known for his batting capabilities, but he's made a name for himself with the ball. Running really hard, Sharfuddin. Can he make an impact here? Because Royal Oman Stallions needed 65 for the loss of 4 with 12 deliveries to spare. They would want to get closer to 90. Imran comes into the attack for the penultimate over. They would be in two minds whether they can go after it, whether they have to hold back. Never easy going after Imran. Full toss. Never easy going after Imran, but then when you have the class of Karan Sonavle, it was a full toss, still had to be put away on the pads, and he flicks it for a maximum. It looks so easy from the bat of Karan Sonavle.
Power use of Mohammad Imran's pace. Full toss, juicy one, just blows the bat with perfect timing to the square leg for the maximum. Brilliant inning from Karan Sonavle. Once again heading towards a very important 50, which is near our 46 now. And what a time to come and play that absolutely perfect innings.
What a way to start this over. All of a sudden they're in clusters. Mehran and Imran having a word. What a start. They need to win this game. Royal Oman Stallions, they're placed at number 3. IAS Invincibles are standing at number 1. And Royal Oman Stallions on the back of number 3 of Royal Oman Stallions. Oh, missing his run up, Mohammad Imran. It's been a long tournament, Jamil Bhai, and that's where it's not easy on the main players of your side. Mohammad Imran is one of the mainstays for IAS Invincible, so is Karan Sonavle for Royal Oman Stallions, and both these legends of their own sides are fighting it out in the middle.
It is always happens, when the tournament starts, tournaments on a light way. But once the tournament progresses, teams closing to the finals, it's absolutely once again a full toss. But fielder is there to stop the boundary. Pressure definitely comes to the top batters and the bowlers.
It is desperate times. To be honest, the problem is it is desperate times. Both these sides want to win. They want to win in any particular fashion. And at the moment, it's a game in balance. Only and only because of Karan Sonavle. 47 of those 72 runs have come from the bat of Karan Sonavle.
Absolutely.
Charge again. Decent pace and driven through the covers. They would be wanting a couple. No, says Karan Sonavle. Struggling a little bit with the running between the wickets. He's come back from an injury. I don't see him in a very comfortable fashion. And all of this happened when he ran that second run on a reverse sweep.
Up to yesterday, he looks to be in a good shape. But today, you correctly pointed out, yes, he's a bit struggling running between the wickets.
Inside edge, and keeper does well to keep it down to just a single. Should have been a boundary on most days. But Abdurrauf diving to his left and stopping it from going towards the boundary. And look at the scorecard. I just have the scorecard in front of me. Anshuman Prasanna, 9 of 13. Struggled, couldn't get on. Shah Rukh Khan, 2 of 3. Look at that effort.
Very
Wonderful stuff. Vintage Abdurrauf. Junaid Ahmed, 2 runs of 4 deliveries. Karthik, 2 of 2. And at the moment, Mohammad Sharfuddin, 4 runs of 3 deliveries. So no other batter in the double digit, and Karan Sonavle is carrying that load of Royal Oman Stallions on his back alone. Big shout. Probably he's going to be missing leg. Imran is not too happy. But umpire Gopakumar is generally spot on.
Clearly missing going down the leg side.
Umpiring has been spot on in this tournament. They've been very accurate. The kind of decision making that has happened has been very impressive.
They do have a lot of hard work umpires, all the umpires in this particular tournament.
In the block hole, inside part of the bat, he's struggling. Karan Sonavle moves closer to his line milestone. He will get there probably in the next over. 9 overs done, 76 for the loss of 4 Royal Oman Stallions. Yasir Dur is going to be bowling the final over for IAS Invincibles. Karan Sonavle, 49 of 28 deliveries. We'll have to reload this one. Probably the field was not ready and they're still not happy with the field. Oh, very interesting ploy. Third comes inside the circle, cover it comes inside the circle, and 2 players in the deep on the offside. Backward point and sweeper cover. Very interesting field. This has gone straight up in the air. Won't get to his milestone. Karan Sonavle will be dismissed on 49 and Yasir Dur will celebrate and celebrate in style. So much of credit goes to the man behind the stumps who changed the field at the very last moment.
Well, once again, it is Yasir Tur who has done superbly in all the matches since the day he was part of this IAS Invincibles. And what a knock played by Karan Sonavle. Well played, Karan Sonavle. You have done your job as a captain. But it's still a long way to go. Wicket number 5, back to the dugout.
Single for Yash's GL. Immediately gets off the mark. They need to find a way to get to probably 85. And that's the area that they are looking for. Probably 85 or more. They have 4 deliveries in hand. They have the services of Sharfuddin, who is operated in single so far. Can he make a difference here? Big shot, straight down the ground. This ball is travelling and travelling very quickly towards the ropes. It's a maximum from the bat of Sharfuddin and it's a much needed maximum for Royal Oman Stallions.
What a brilliant all-rounder this boy is, Sharfuddin. Yesterday he got 4 wickets in an over. This time needs some runs and just from the middle of the bat, beautifully played over to the long off. For the maximum, as he's take your words, but now, almost now, 83 has been done.
You don't need to come to the party every day. You need to come to the party once and then make it count. Sharfuddin gets a single to deep square leg. He's going to be off strike. 84 on the board. Can they get to 90 now? I'm just being greedy. Royal Oman Stallions, we want a good match, and IAS Invincibles have a decent batting lineup. In the air, there is protection in the deep. Sharfuddin would want to keep strike. This is good cricket. 85 on the board. A delivery to spare. Almost certain that Sharfuddin will be looking for a maximum here. 11 of 6 for Sharfuddin. Cut well. Make it 15 of 7 delivery. Sharfuddin, you beauty. What an incredible strike. Not getting a maximum on the final delivery. Doesn't matter. Needed a boundary. Got a boundary. 89 on the board for Royal Oman Stallions.
Absolutely brilliant. Outside the off stump, just cut fiercely through the cover point boundary for 4. What an invaluable runs for Royal Stallions by this young chap, Sharfuddin. 89 for 5 in 10 overs. Sharfuddin remains not out of 15 of just 7 deliveries. A cameo from him. Apart from the what an innings Karan Sunavle has played.
It started with a wicket, and then 13 runs from that over of Yasir Dur means that Royal Oman Stallions have got 89 for the loss of 5, but it came on the back of Karan Sonavle and his 49 of 29 deliveries. He was special. On a day when nobody else came to the front, Mohammad Sharfuddin towards the end, a cameo which was much needed, 15 of 7 for him as well. And those 8 extras did help the cause of Royal Oman Stallions.
Once again, a control type of bowling from IAS Invincible. Once again, spearheaded by none other than Yasir Dur, who got 2 for 22, a wicket each for Shahzad Rahim, and 1 wicket for Mehran Khan. So 89 for 5 in 10 overs. IAS Invincible.
Don't forget that both those left arm spinners went with an economy of less than 6, and that's where those 4 overs, just around 20 runs. Shahzad starting off in good fashion, and that's where Royal Oman Stallions were in a lot of pressure. Anshuman was not able to get going today, and he lost his wicket early. Karan Sonavle continued to make merry at one end. He was looking impressive, and he was striking a few lusty blows, and that's where Royal Oman Stallions' hope were lost. Junaid couldn't make an impact today, but Karan Sonavle, on his luck, was making it count and making it count well. A run out meant that wickets continued to tumble from the other end for Royal Oman Stallions, but Karan Sonavle continued to make his merry, but not for too long, as he was caught at short third. Sharfuddin needed to come to the party and make a merry towards the end, make it count towards the end, and a 6 and a 4 for him towards the end meant that 89 on the board, a competitive 89. Probably 6 runs below par, but it doesn't matter because Royal Oman Stallions have runs on board. Can IAS Invincibles chase it down? Yes, no, an answer across the break.
He has timed that one well. Passes the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
An intense battle going on here at Oman Cricket Academy. Fighting for that berth in the finale is Royal Oman Stallions and IAS Invincibles. Batting first, Royal Oman Stallions. They were in a bit of bother, but what a knock by captain Karan Sonavle, leading from the front, 49 of just 29, where the other batters struggled on this track. It was the little cameo from Sharfuddin, 15 runs of 7 balls, taking them to a respectable total of 89 in their allotted 10. Something for the bowlers to defend, and especially with the likes of Farman and also Yashash GL. They will play a key role in the second innings. Bowling has been brilliant. Shahzad Rahim bowled couple of overs going for just 11, couple of wickets for Yasser Dur. But the fast bowlers going for runs, as rightly predicted by Pranav Mehta. Spinners will come into play, and the likes of Pasindu and Shahzad Rahim going for just 21 runs between them, bowling those 4 overs. And quite interestingly, they haven't used the services of Patranage, another spinner in that lineup. It's done and dusted in the first innings. Now all focus will be on Mehran Khan and Usama Akhil. And joining me in the comm box is Mr. Jamil Zaidi, very experienced. Jamil Zaidi joins me and let us know what he feels about this target. Good evening, Jamil sir.
Very good evening to you and all the viewers all around. I'm sure it's going to be a very crunch game. 89 is not a bad total to defend for Royal Stallions. They have got a very good bowling lineup. And depending upon how the IAS Invincible batters are going to cope with that one, I think they need to have some patience, play positively in the first 5 overs, get some runs on board, at least 35, 40, and then of course things maybe will be easy for them.
Absolutely. And top of that, I believe rotation of strikes. Strike will be key in this chase. You cannot afford to play too many dot deliveries. That has been the case for Mehran Khan, the player of the match. The previous outing, Yashash GL runs in. Onto the pads and a loud appeal, and finger goes up. Yashash GL strikes early. The first casualty, Mehran Khan still standing firm in his crease, but the finger goes up of Gopakumar. That is the end of Mehran Khan.
Well, what a blow to IAS Invincibles. The man who was the man of the match yesterday got out on the very second delivery of the match, got behind without disturbing the score. And again, as I told you, that there must be some positive intent from the batters from IAS Invincible. So 0 for 1, IAS Invincible.
What a start. Straight away putting that pressure is Sharfuddin. Just walking behind the new batter Savindu. And some words from Sharfuddin encouraging his bowlers, his players who are on field. What a start, Jamil bhai.
I have all praise for this young all-rounder Sharfuddin. Whenever team requires him to come and score runs, he's doing that. Whenever team asks him to get some wickets, he did that. Absolutely one of the best, I feel, all-rounders Royal Stallions have got.
Cut nicely in the air over Sharfuddin. Couple of bounces, 4 runs. Savindu is off the mark in style.
Contrasting 3 deliveries. Second delivery, Mehran Khan out, and third delivery, Savindu just cut beautifully over to the cover point boundary. Looks that, yes, I am in the form. I am going to get the runs for the team, being the captain. He has done it before, But today I feel it's the most important match.
Trying to hit the deck hard is SSGL, and slight error, and well managed by Savindu. Change in the field. Sharfuddin from point. He moves to that short third, and deep third moves to backward deep point. Played with soft hands, quick run, excellent running between the wickets. When Savindu is out there in the middle, he'll make sure to rotate the strike. That has been the beauty of Savindu.
Yeah, he's a very, very good batter. And of course, the captain of the team as well. And the responsibility asks him to do the things which other batters have to follow.
Eight, 9 runs every over will take them to that 90 target. Osama Khil for the first time on strike facing SSGL. Another one coming into the right hand batter. What an over. A good start provided by SSGL. 5 on board. IAS Invincibles, they have lost Mehran Khan at the end of over number 1. Oh, there is one more delivery left, in fact. Slight confusion. 5 on board. Onto the pads. Beautifully managed. On one knee, he finds couple of runs. With those couple of runs, it will be the end of over number 1. 7 for the loss of 1. Sagar Parmar from Oman LNG end. Packed offside field, deep square leg and long on outside 30-yard circle on the back foot. What a tournament, Jamil bhai. 12 teams participated in the second round. We have got 6 teams. All the premier sides making into the round 2. Still, we're not sure who is going to make it into the final.
That's the beauty of this game. We're talking about it. Something really entertaining all through this tournament. Some classic ends, we have nail biters, some outstanding performances, some brilliant catches.
Well managed on the back foot, rock solid is Osama Khil. Deliberately played in the air over that point region. Much needed boundary for Osama Khil.
Brilliantly played that one. He has got time outside the office time to play on. But this gentleman has got a golden arm. Sagar Parmar.
trying to force against Sagar Parmar. He's very dangerous when he bowls wicket to wicket channel. Using the feet, drill down the ground. There is a protection at long on. Farman comes into play. An attacking approach by Osama Akhil. The young boy got couple of player of the match award. The ongoing D10 riding high on confidence.
Absolutely. Down the leg side, but couldn't manage it properly. So end of the over number 2. It is 13 for 1.
And in comes Sharfuddin, the golden boy for Royal Oman Stallions. Hit hard down the ground. What a comeback for this boy Sharfuddin. And did not play a single game in Oman D20, in Oman D10. He was backed by the owner, the manager and the coach. Mr. Chaitanya, Mr. Vinu and PC playing a huge role. And also he did not disappointed them.
Outside the office stump. Yes, absolutely. The day he was inducted in the match, the same day he got 3 wickets, I still remember, and got couple of sixes in the last over. And after that he was, I think, man of the match at least for one occasion. And yesterday, what a brilliant stuff he has bowled, 4 wickets in an over. And today also, when the team required runs in the last over, he got about 12 runs. Valuable runs for Royal Stallions.
Played straight towards Karan Sonavle, slight fumble and poor calling. Savindu is furious at his partner Osama Akhil. It was played straight towards Karan Sonavle. There was never a single. No communication led to the fall of that second wicket here.
Well, I don't know that whose fault it was, but the ball was right in the hands of Karan Sonavle. He ran halfway through. It was never a run. So he have to blame himself, I believe, the way he ran this run. Anyhow, wicket number 2, back to the deck out.
This is what the pressure does to you. There was never a single. Clearly, he played in front of the wicket towards Karan Sonavle and he was watching the ball where exactly it was going. The brain fade movement, straight away going for that run. You made a mistake and all of a sudden you want to put blame on your partner. The captain back in the hut. Sharfuddin runs in. Abdul Rauf comes out. Abdul Rauf slashed and off the mark with that boundary. Cut nicely. Width offered by Sharfuddin.
Well, I think the similar way as the Savindu has come and played the very first delivery to the boundary. Same has been done by Abdul Rauf. Look at that one outside the off stump, very wide, just opened the face of the bat, cut fiercely, and went through the cover point boundary for 4 runs. But that run out definitely is a very, very vital wicket for IAS Invincibles.
Now with that run out, What also it does, it will put a lot of pressure on young Osama Akhil. Rufuddin in the block hole. A single has been taken. So far a good over. Last couple of overs has been tied, though they were able to get a boundary in every over, but still the run rate is under 7 and the required run rate is climbing up. It's 9.91.
Yes, I think really should come good for IAS Invincibles. Some couple of boundaries will make the difference. Outside the off stump once again. Very, very intelligent bowler, this boy is. Apart from that one boundary. End of over number 3, 20 for 2.
The mystery spinner Karthik bowling 4th over. He goes on the back foot and he goes beyond the rope. A maximum. Osama Akhil, the youngster of IAS Invincibles, taking on Karthik. What a start to the over.
All depends of this gentleman. Osama killed the young chap. It was down the leg side and he just pulled it beautifully over to the square leg boundary for the maximum. These two have all the ingredients to take the team towards a victory, subject to they kept the run rate in check and play positively, and of course with responsibility as well.
Not a good idea, not a good idea. Abdul Rauf needs to talk to him. He got a maximum and straight away is asking him to play towards that offside. Play on the merit of the ball. 64 still needed here. Well managed. A quick single has been taken.
That's the right thing. I mean, once you make the maximum, of course, you just play to the merit correctly mentioned by you, because these two possibly are the most recognized batters in IAS Invincible lineup. Down the 90 Sindhu and some other players also. Muzahira is also there. But they should depend both of them to each other. Keep telling them, okay, play sensibly.
Running hard. These two holds the key, and also they cannot afford to lose with a huge margin. But the net run rate will come into play. They are currently sitting top of the table, but if they lose this game, they'll come down, and Royal Oman will move up. So much at stake in this game. Played straight and played straight into the hands of Karthik. Oh, he's pumped up, Karthik. Wickets tumbling down here at Oman Cricket Academy. Osama Akhil, who was looking good, played straight to Karthik. That is the end of Akhil.
Half-hearted shot, just pushed it, simplest of the catches. And here we're talking about that to go for the singles. Unfortunately, now wicket number 3 back to the dugout for our AS Invincibles. None other than Osama Akhil, who went back to the dugout.
must-win game for both the sides. And Royal Oman Stallions, they're fighting back in this game. They got runs on board. Now 3 wickets down. Walks in Patranage. Rashmika Patranage is the new batter. The keeper is convinced, trying to be smart there. But what an over, what a comeback by Karthik. 8 runs, a wicket to his name. 4 overs gone, 28 for the loss of 3. Marshalling his troops is Karan Sonavle. Bowling tight line and length, getting those wickets at the right time are the bowlers of Royal Oman Stallions. Abdul Rauf on strike. Beautifully bowled and well managed. Jamil Bab, with ease he gave away his wicket, Osama Akhil. That is why taking a single is also an art. You need to know how to take singles. It's not only about getting those big sixes and boundaries. So much vacant area available on the leg side, but he played straight into the hands of bowler.
Actually, credit goes to Karthik as well because his ball is slightly quicker and he played with a soft hand. Instead of playing on to the short mid wicket, he just played it on into the hands of Karthik. And very important wicket.
It to open the account Patranage. Some serious pace generated by Farman. Every dot delivery. They are finding it hard. They are finding it difficult.
Someone like Karan Sonavle should have been in their lineup who can play the role of an anchor person for IAS Invincible, coming in a very precarious time and then take the team away to a much better position.
On the back foot. And I think that role can be done by Abdul Rauf. But at the same time, the batters from the other end, they need to provide him that support. You cannot expect the bulk of the runs from Abdul Rauf's blade.
Someone from one end at least give him a boundary. Abdul Rauf is a very good batter and he can take the pressure as well. But again, the time has come now for showing his experience, take the team towards a comfortable position.
Goes big, but balls flies over short third. Couple of bounces for 4 runs. That pace from Farman helping Rauf and IAS Invincibles.
Well, welcome runs for IAS Invincible. Top edge over to the wicketkeeper's head, safest area for boundary.
Especially on this wicket, the fast bowlers, they need to understand, get those variations. The more quick you bowl, there are chances of leaking runs. Full toss played straight towards Karan Sonavle. Opportunity gone begging for Abdul Rauf. And scoring opportunity.
Problem is that he must be having a lot of pressure, Mudassir, for the runs which have been dried up apart from that boundary in the last delivery.
On 11 of 6, Patranage, just a single, faced 3 deliveries. So for Abdul Rauf, it's not only about getting runs, but also he needs to make sure to keep his wicket intact. On the back full, pulled nicely by Rauf, chased by the fielder Karthik, keeping down to just a single. So another tight over, going for just 7 runs. 5 overs done, 35 for the loss of 3.
Halfway stage, IAS Invincibles looking to make a difference, coming around the wicket, so he's certainly not going to make any changes in the mind of the umpire. Go some sort of an appeal, and at the moment what the IAS Invincibles are looking to do is score as many as possible, get closer, take the game deeper. The target is 90, and that is what stands between them and a spot in the finals. Looks to thump it towards the offside, only a single. Slowly and steadily, that required run rate rising, but not to unmanageable levels. Can IAS Invincibles look to make a difference? They've been such first rated in this competition, targeting and straight into the hands of Saad Bagad. A wicket against the run of play just when IAS Invincibles didn't want it, and Karthik is bowling like a champion at the moment. A dot ball, a single, and now another dot ball, and that's more important than the wicket, because Rashmika Rana Singhe can certainly look to score very quickly. This is the 4th wicket down for IAS Invincibles. It's 36 for 4. Walking into the center, Muzair Raza. Walking into the com box, Pranav Mehta. And it's an exciting time to be behind the mic on this one, because IAS Invincibles are certainly not out of the game yet. They can fight back.
Certainly they can fight back. What a timely wicket it was for Royal Oman Stallions. IAS Invincibles were just looking to cut loose. Saad Baggar, he's been that prolific find as a fielder this season. Transformation for Saad Baggar from a mediocre fielder last season to an excellent fielder this season.
Well, at the moment, finding a spot in the side for his fielding prowess and also a little bit for his batting prowess, but then he is more than handy with the ball himself. So he'll be certainly looking forward to make a difference in that department mostly. Oh, works away. And somehow or the other, the fielder just putting his body on the line, or rather body behind the ball. And what an over from Karthik. Just 2 runs and a wicket. He'll end this 2-over spell 10 for 2 as IAS Invincibles are looking worried at the moment. 37 for the loss of 4. Sagar Parmar, and probably the right time to be taking the floating power play. 2 attacking batters out there in the middle. Muzair Raza knows how to tonk a long ball, and of course Abdur Rauf is no stranger to playing the aggressive route. Sagar Parmar on the other hand will look to keep it very, very tight. He'll look to fire it in. At the moment, happy and content conceding a single because Muzair Raza will not be on strike.
It's been that kind of an outing for IAS Invincibles. They haven't got going. 52 required of 23 deliveries. They need to get going, and they need to get going as of yesterday. That's the kind of desperation situation they are in.
So from the looks of it, they need that 15 or 20 run over so that they can just peg back into the game, and after that the remaining rest of the 2 overs can be those 10 run overs and look to finish the game from there onwards. Oh, runs. Now they'll take it in any form, in any manner, and along with those runs you also get a free run, so that's total 5 and a ball extra.
When you're in a desperate situation, this is exactly the kind of favor that you want. Sagar Parmar, not easy to get going after. He was bowling a tight line and all of a sudden a brain fade movement across the leg stump. You don't want to be doing that.
Once again looking to play that similar sort of a shot. He's looking to play that cross-batted shot for quite a while and missing it all ends up. This is living dangerously.
On a wicket like this, once the dew comes into the equation, you don't want to be trying to do something. You just need to stick around the off-stump area and the batter is always going to be struggling. A lot of discussion in the centre. Trying to get the field right at the moment. Oh, this is really interesting. Deep square leg and long on in this floating power play. Big shot towards the mid-wicket. This ball has a little bit of legs. I think sufficient legs. It's going to be a much needed maximum for Rauf. They were struggling and at the right time Rauf strikes a maximum.
Well, struggling, but certainly at the moment packing a punch, just looking to rock onto the back foot and helping himself over that deep mid-wicket region. It's a good 6 and a timely 6 for Abdur Rauf and for his team IAS Invincibles. Just when we were asking for that 15 run or 20 run over, Abdur Rauf making sure that he gets 6 and Sagar Parmar helped them as well. This one is going to be down the ground, only a single, and the next battle will be even more interesting. It's Muzair Raza. Will he look to get underneath the ball? Will he look to play an unorthodox shot?
Generally a very good batter, but he's up against the quality of Sagar Parmar.
Down the ground, he's crunched it. It's going to be some sort of a chase and another boundary. Runs leaking and it's all coming from the powerful bat of Muzair Raza and Abdur Rauf.
Never looked like it was going to be a boundary. It just scraped past the bowler, not a lot of legs, but just good enough to beat that fielder at mid-off and not keep the long on fielder interested.
One delivery remaining. Can they get a maximum? Can they get a boundary here so that you can just peg level? In the air, this could be interested for the fielder. Just one bounce straight into the hands of Karan Sonavle. So a dot ball to end the over. They had two of such instances in this over, but plenty of runs conceded. 54 for the loss of 4 with 36 needed of the remaining 3. Thirty-six needed. Somebody would say it's just a game of 6 sixes and 18 deliveries, but then it's easier said than done. However, Abdul Rauf and Muzair Raza, both established 6-hitters, and things can be possible. At the moment, targeting that onside more often than not. Both these two batters are happy rotating strike and looking to take the game deep.
They need a few boundaries. The important question is that who's going to be bowling those final overs? Yashash GL is going to be bowled out. Sagar Parmar is already bowled out. They probably have that over of Sharfuddin that will be in the equation. Full toss, inside edge, good enough. Muzair Raza not wanting where he wanted the ball to go, but it works as far as 4 runs are added to your scoreboard.
Oh yes, some good runs here in a timely manner. Muzair Raza, all he had to do was just put bat to ball, somehow get the runs flowing in favor of the IAS Invincibles. It's going to be a historic night if IAS Invincibles pull off this. It's not going to be a heist, it's going to be a celebration, it's going to be a festival tomorrow if IAS Invincibles reach the finals. Have a look at that, the faintest of inside edges, and that's good enough for a boundary.
Really want IAS Invincibles to get to the finale. They haven't had the D series in their favor in the last few years, and probably for the very first time in the D10 they've looked like a very different kind of a side. Love that story, the underdog story.
Oh well, at the moment, no, IAS Invincibles don't qualify for the finals. And it's not going to be an underdog story. It's going to be a shocker because they've just have this really solid side. Looks to swing, soft appeal. The keeper was interested, the fielders were interested, but Yashash GL had absolutely no clue what's happening.
A good solid side, I agree, but then when you look at their performances in the D20, walking into D10, and then when you're talking about sides like Royal Oman Stallion, Yalla Shabab Giants, Muscat Thunderers, that have been the oldest side in Oman, Renaissance Challengers, they've been the finalists of this competition, and then you give very little percentage at the start of the tournament to IAS Invincibles, and that's where I call them underdogs.
3 balls remaining in this over. Can Muzair Raza strike a big one? Oh, this one's taken, this one's edged and gone. Muzair Raza perishes. He got a few runs for the team, but now has to walk back into the pavilion.
Probably the thinnest of edges from the bat of Muzair Raza. They needed Muzair Raza. It's not been the night for Muzair Raza. 10 runs of 9 deliveries, probably make it 10 deliveries, and that's where the kind of innings that they needed from Muzair Raza has not come to the middle of the Oman Cricket Academy, and hence IAS Invincible still struggling in the middle. 31 required of the final 14 deliveries. On a normal day, Yashasgl would be bowling the ninth over, and this is the over which Sharfuddin would be bowling. But they want to put IAS under the bump, and that's where they're using Yashasgl now. 5 runs from this over and a wicket.
Runs. They'll take it, and Anisur Rahman immediately getting into the act, and he has no time to waste. He probably knows it only too well.
It's a game in balance at the moment. 27 required of 13 deliveries. On most day, you will give it to the batting side. The most important factor for Royal Oman Stallions is that Yashasgl will not be available anymore. Sagar Parmar not available. Karthik, one of their key bowlers, is not going to be available anymore in this innings, and that means that Mohammad Sharfuddin and Farmanullah, those are the two options they have. Who's going to be bowling the ninth over? That's going to be the most important question.
Charging down the track, flat batting it towards the cow corner. Can they go for the second? Yes, they can. And they're looking to appeal, and no, says the umpire, nothing doing, and that's probably very, very effective. 6 runs of the last 2 deliveries, already a boundary on the second ball of the over, and this over certainly seemed to be quite expensive. Once again, it's that tantalizing end moments of the innings. 25 needed of 2 overs. IAS Invincibles 65 for the loss of 5.
Sharfuddin comes into the attack. Inside out, over covers. This is going to be a much needed boundary. The penultimate over starts off in fashion. That is needed for IAS Invincible.
The equation is simple. 12 and a half, or let's say 13 runs in this and 13 in the next, and the game will be in favor of the IAS Invincibles. Look at that dugout. Those men in red are certainly just holding on to their seats. They're not moving an inch. They're nervous. They're hoping, can this be an occasion for them? Can tomorrow the festivities of the IAS Invincibles unleash at the Oman Cricket Academy for the big final? Charging down the track again towards the covers. This time there is a fielder out there patrolling the boundary ropes, looking to take the second, but then now deciding, nothing doing.
Won't be wrong in saying that all the pressure is going to be on Mohammad Sharfuddin. Starting that over with a boundary, and that means that Sharfuddin has the pressure to keep it down to probably another 4 or maybe maximum 5 runs in the remaining 4 deliveries. He doesn't want that required runs to be below 15 in the final over.
Need a dot from the batter, just somehow getting a little bit piece of wood onto it towards the offside, and another single. Now from here onwards, every run is probably an initiative to take the pressure off in the next over, in the last over. And if a boundary is struck, boy, IAS Invincibles will certainly believe.
Has to be that wide Yorker. Has to be the wide Yorker. Shuffling across, and Sharfuddin not really happy with the batter shuffling and still being given a wide, but I really feel it was a wide.
Oh yes, far too wide. The batter did shuffle, but then accordingly Sharfuddin too looked to keep it away. He'll have to bowl this one again, so another chance for the batter to score a few good runs. You can see him practicing, getting his elbow straight, so probably looking to target down the ground. And for that, Sharfuddin will have to bowl on the stumps. If he's looking to attack the stumps, Abdur Rauf will be ready.
Could it be a double bluff? Sticking with that line outside the off stump, and he's down on the ground, even pleading to the umpire, this is not in my favor. You can't be doing this to me. He's bowling his heart out, the young lad, but things not working in his favor at the moment.
Free runs, that's certainly not what they want at the moment, Royal Oman Stallions. Karan Sonavle straight away just putting a thing or two in the mind of Sharfuddin, will be telling him to calm down, will be telling him to go and follow his processes, just do what his heart and mind and body think is right at the moment. Nothing fancy, nothing extra. Sharfuddin has been quite a champion for the Royal Oman Stallions all season.
Forced to come straight onto the middle stump at the bowler's end. They will get a single. I think it was very well bowled by Sharfuddin.
Yeah, looking to target the stumps and well managed by Abdur Rauf as well. So in the whole mix of things, you can certainly say that's 1 ball and 3 runs that they've managed to get, courtesy those 2 wide. So very, very good over this is turning out to be. 8 runs of a few balls or 4 balls. Looks to act cute. Will it beat the fielder? Has it got enough legs? Yes, he has. Anisul Rahman, and look at that dugout of the IAS Invincibles. They are ecstatic. They are on their feet now. Some of them still holding on to their seats, but the more animated ones are looking very, very excited.
It's the penultimate over. It's the penultimate day as well. And this is certainly nothing less than a nail biter. 12 required of 7 deliveries. Sharfuddin will be holding his nerve because this is going to be that all-important delivery. He needs a dot ball here. He cannot be conceding anything more than 2 because that will be in favor of IAS Invincibles.
On the other hand, Anis, this will be a free hit for him. Not able to get any sort of elevation. Can they go for the 2? Yes, they can, because Abdur Rauf certainly needs to be on the non-striker's end. Oh yes, the next over will begin with Abdur Rauf on the striker's end. They've managed to pick up 2, and Sharfuddin will be absolutely rejected. There's no mistaking that the quality of Sharfuddin has certainly shown bright all throughout D10, but not tonight. 80 for the loss of 5 as IAS Invincibles require 10 of the last over.
Jitin Kumar Ramanandi, Vinayak Shukla, Hasnain, Alisha. Those are the 3 big names that they're missing here. And without those stars, they're fighting a lone battle. And the opportunity is being given to Farmanullah, who on a normal day might not even feature in this 11. And he has the opportunity to restrict IAS from getting those 10 runs in the final 6 deliveries. What a story is this?
Oh well, what I want is a good contest. That last ball thrillers, and we've seen quite a few. We've seen a fair share already in this tournament. Farman with that first delivery. Abdur Rauf on strike.
What a delivery. beating the outside edge, coming from around the stumps. This is interesting from Farmanullah. We haven't seen Farman doing this in this tournament so far. He has some express pace, and he's bowling a good line here.
What I'm liking about Abdul Rauf is that he's not looking to play a slog shot. What he's looking to do is just plant that front foot forward and play a proper stroke in the air. It can be aerial, and then after that you can just bank on the power of the shot, bank on the stroke to get him runs, and that shot is on because the fielder at cover and mid-off are both inside the circle. So certainly a good ploy. It's the shorter side. Oh, big one! A fielder interested, and they're going to drop it. It's Saad Bagar. In the process, they're going to get a couple of runs to their name.
Can't believe my eyes. Saad Bagar, one of those prolific finds as a fielder for Royal Oman Stallions, drops this one at deep mid wicket. Probably the easiest of opportunities that Saad Bagar would have ever got in this D10 competition, or rather any fielder would have got. Spilled, and all of a sudden 8 required of the final 4 deliveries. Imagine if this was a dot ball. Imagine if Rauf was sent back to the dugout, a new batter coming in, 10 required of the final 4. That would have been a situation in favour of Royal Oman Stallions. But at the moment, I think it's a game of seesaw. A game in favour of Royal Oman Stallions has gone balance.
Oh yes, sudden break in play because Abdul Rauf probably thinks his bat is not up to the mark. Probably a strand or 2 out, so he'll look to get a new bat for himself. Umpire says no water though, but then that also gives Royal Oman Stallions a bit of time to just hold their nerve, take a few breaths. And Abdul Rauf, on the other hand, probably with a fresh blade. That looks thinner than the previous bat he has.
Probably because of the pace of Farmanullah, he wants something that is lighter. Need a big shot here. Rauf, it's the right time. It's in the block hole. It's travelling and travelling well. It's got the distance. It's a much needed maximum from the bat of Rauf. He looks towards the heavens because he hasn't been in the best of forms through the D20, through the D10, and all of a sudden here needed a match-winning knock, and he's producing one.
It's not over yet. They still need 2, but then at the moment, sniffing victory. IAS Invincibles. Tomorrow the finals. If IAS Invincibles, should they get there, it's going to be a party. They have some of the most charismatic, they have some of the most loudest fans, and they will certainly be out here at the Oman Cricket Academy stands, making one hell of a noise.
Can Asif Al-Balushi produce 100 people here at the Oman Cricket Academy?
Oh, you betcha. He can certainly, and he doesn't even need to pick up the phone. They will certainly be watching this. There will be music, there will be drums.
Two of 3 deliveries. He's going to be keeping his mind cool. Oh, that's an opportunity to run for the second. They are going to go for it. I think they're going to be making it as well. Celebration begins for IAS Invincibles. They run through into the ground. Why not? What an incredible win for IAS Invincibles. It's not just a win. It's a story on its own. For the very first time, IAS Invincibles have proceeded to the finale of the Oman D10.
What a night. What an evening for the men in red. For the first time ever in a D series, IAS Invincibles will be featuring. And boy, they are going in as favourites. These are some exciting scenes, handshakes all around, and that's probably the first thing that you should be noticing. That should not be forgotten, but in their hearts and in their mind, they will be absolutely elated. The stomach's churning, and the Royal Oman Stallions now have a job to do. They have to be beating the Al Shabab Giants in the next game by a good margin, and hope that Majlis Titans do not come good tonight against the Muscat Thunderers. The calculators will be out, but one thing is for sure, that it's going to be a red finale.
It all started on the back of Osama Akil, the man in form for IAS Invincible, 16 of 11 for him. But those sudden wickets, all of a sudden they were in trouble. And Rauf came good, 37 of 20. He partnered a little bit with Muzair Raza, who was not coming great for IAS Invincible. But then towards the end, Anisur Rahman, he helped with that 13 of 5 deliveries. But Abdur Rahman take a ball. Abdur Rauf, I beg your pardon, take a bow. What an innings was that from Abdur Rauf. Not out on 37 of 20 deliveries against a side which is known for its bowling on a wicket that wasn't in favour of the batters. It was an aesthetic innings from Abdur Rauf.
The bowling, they certainly put up a good show. They put up a good fight, but then that late surge in that partnership of Muzair Raza and Abdul Rauf certainly turned the tide. A couple of wickets for Yashas GL and also Karthik. Especially Karthik was noteworthy because in those early overs he certainly caused some trouble in that IAS dugout. 2 for 10 is what Karthik ended up with.
It all started with Royal Oman Stallions dominating the affairs, and a run out created havoc in the IAS camps. Sharfuddin was bowling a tight line, but he was punished every now and then, and so was Karthik. Wickets fell at regular intervals for IAS Invincibles, and that's where Royal Oman Stallions were able to control the affairs. They were riding on their luck, IAS Invincibles. They were a spirited side, and that's where they were accumulating runs. But wickets continued to tumble, and that was the problem. A little bit of luck that was required was provided by Sagar Parmar with that 5 extras. And things certainly worked in favour of IAS Invincibles towards the later end.
Oh yes, and then outworked Muzair Raza, some lucky runs, but then boy, those runs really counted all the way towards the end, and then that boundary towards the big six of Abdul Rauf in that last over, and things just were never the same. Royal Oman Stallions batting first scored 89 for 5. That late surge by Karan Sonavle making it count for his team when it mattered the most. 49 of 29 deliveries, that's no mean feat. Sharfuddin also provided some fireworks. 7 ball 15. Yasir Dur Mohammad picked up a couple of wickets for himself, and then IAS Invincibles, when they came out to bat, got to a decent start, but then that middle over seemed very, very shaky. But Abdul Rauf, 37 of 20. Usama Akil at the top of the order, 16 of 11, and of course Anisur Rahman remained not out, and those boundaries and that 6 was certainly very, very crucial. A couple of wickets apiece for Karthik and Yashas GL. IAS Invincibles have won this game by 5 wickets and have booked a spot in tomorrow evening's final. Well, thrilling stuff here. The exciting cricketing action at Oman D10 Dafa News doesn't stop. However, we've got some procedures to do, and that's going to be Mr. Jameel Zaidi, and he'll be in after a short break for the post-match presentation ceremony. Do stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
Good evening, and time for the post-match presentation for one of the most exciting matches we have seen in the D10 League, powered by Dafa News. It was between Royal Stallions and IAS Invincibles. Royal Stallions scored 89 runs through some brilliant batting by their captain Karan Sonavle, and IAS Invincible win the match by 5 wickets. What a magnificent innings played by Abdul Rauf, and he was declared the man of the match. He has 20 balls, 37 runs, 3 4 and 2 sixes. Abdul Rauf has been declared the man of the match. Rauf, आइए take your medallion, and then from Mr. Waqas. बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो अब्दुल रऊफ, यू हैव डन द जॉब फॉर योर टीम. और बहुत ही अच्छी आपकी परफॉर्मेंस रही. हम सब ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि आज रऊफ अपना गेम दिखाएगा और आपने दिखाया. बहुत बहुत मुबारक. पहले तो सबसे पहले आप टॉप कर गए लीग में.
थैंक यू सर. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैं इस चीज़ का क्रेडिट अपने कोच को देता हूँ. थोड़ा फ़नी सा नाम है बुलबुल, वो मेरे को एक्चुअली थोड़ा इस बारे में गाइड किया. तो मैंने फिर वो जो प्लान मिला था उस पर किया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ताला ने इज़्ज़त दी है. तो बस यही कहूँगा कि हमारा टीम एफर्ट है. अभी हम लोग जेल होके खेल रहे हैं. कभी कोई बैट्समैन कर रहा है, कभी कोई कर रहा है. आज मुझे मौका मिला है तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ताला ने साथ दिया और थैंक यू.
ये अच्छी टीम की ये क्वालिटी होती है कि पूरी टीम किसी एक या दो बैट्समैन पर डिपेंड नहीं करती. आपकी टीम रीग्रुप हुई है IAS इनविंसिबल स्पेशली D10 के अंदर, और हम सब यही देख रहे हैं कि बहुत बड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट है आपकी टीम के अंदर. और जो आपने कहा कि कोई एक बंदे पर डिपेंड नहीं करते, एवरीवन इज़ कमिंग प्लेइंग हिज रोल. स्पेशली आप हुए, मेहरान खान हुए, बहुत अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस आप लोगों ने की है. तो ये क्या इसके पीछे कुछ टीम एफर्ट तो है ही है, कुछ गाइडेंस फ्रॉम कोच से या कहीं से कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन से आपको?
एक्चुअली सर ये टीम वर्क ही है. हम लोग जो सीनियर्स प्लेयर हैं और हमारे कोच हैं, हमारे जो मैनेजर हैं एंड आल्सो कैप्टन है आसिफ भाई और खालिद भाई, ये हम सब मिल के प्लान कर रहे हैं और कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि उसको एक्सीड करने की प्लान को. तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हो रहा है. बट ये सारा जो प्लान है खालिद भाई, आसिफ भाई, मेहरान भाई और परेरा हमारा कैप्टन इज़ अ गुड पर्सन. आज वो अनलकी रहा थोड़ा, लेकिन हम लोग सब मिल के कर रहे हैं. ये टीम एफर्ट है. एक्चुअली मैं इस चीज़ का क्रेडिट दूंगा टीम को. टीम एफर्ट है ये.
Well done, well played, and hope that everything will go good for you in the finals.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. This is all from the post-match presentation.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent.